Welcome back. Two-day seminar on Indo-French Seminar on Sustainable Tourism is being organized by Confederation of Indian Industries at ROC. The seminar is organized with an aim to deliberate on subjects like better governance for sustainable tourism, heritage and cultural tourism.
A two-day seminar on Indo-French sustainable tourism is being held in Kansauli. This seminar aims at best practices in regulations, public-private partnership and eco-friendly tourism facilities. President of Eco-Tourism Society of India, Mandeep Singh, Regional Director Roma Singh, Secretary of Tourism DC Sahu and Consul General of France in Mumbai, François Pujola, were present for the inaugural function. The seminar also hopes to create new partnerships and joint ventures that would take the Indo-French cooperation to new heights in the field of tourism. French member on External Affairs Committee Rudy Salez said that is good for the local population. He said that the stress is laid on reducing car traffic in the city by offering alternatives like tramways and bikes on rent.
The transportation must be affordable and must be also easy and convenient. It's why we have €1 transportation on all transportations. You take a bus, you take a tramway, it's the same. You go in the city, you go outside the city, you go in the ground, it's the same price. And so, like that, we have lines of buses, for example, which tripled the number of passengers.
A reporter in Kasauli, Samir Bhatt.
And now news from sports. The doubts and confusion regarding the sports policy still prevail as the Goa Board of Secondary and Higher Secondary Education has still not withdrawn the recently issued circular. However, a meeting on May 11th could see some corrective action being taken over the controversial circular.
This circular issued by the board on 11th April 2011 has caused a turmoil in the sports fraternity. This circular undermines the provision in the state sports policy. These problems never arose in the last academic year when the students got their due marks depending on the competitions they participated in. However, this academic year has ended in a chaos. Sports Authority of Goa's Executive Director V.M. Prabhudesai has blasted this circular and had criticized the board chairman Mervyn D'Souza on Prudent Media's Simply Sport. When contacted, D'Souza refused to give a comment on camera regarding the status of the circular. He, however, informed that the board will hold its executive committee meeting on 11th May to discuss the issue. He also rubbished the newspaper reports that said that board has withdrawn the controversial Clause 8 in the circular. Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
Force India came into existence into the Formula One circuit in 2008. Ever since, team owner Dr. Vijay Mallya has made rapid strides in the team. Prudent caught up with Damien Le Breuil, chief mechanic of car number 20, to get a few details of Force India's functioning at their headquarters in Silverstone. Damien Le Breuil was part of this team back when it was known as the Spiker Racing Team.
The Force India office runs in Silverstone. What's the environment like over there?
It's a very friendly environment. There's not too many people work there, so everyone knows everyone. Not like the big teams where you're kind of a faceless individual.
And what's the scenario like in terms of when you see the track performances? Obviously, Force India is a coming up team, so they're not getting the podium places yet. So how does a new team like this, keep their patience and say the results will come?
We've made great improvements since Dr. Mallya has taken over, and we're getting better each year, and the improvements on the car keeps coming each race, so we're getting better and better, and we're slowly getting there.
How do you compute every sort of detail that comes in from every race? Isn't it a tedious process? How do you translate it then into the performance on the cars on the track?
Luckily for me, we employ people to do that, because I'd find it tedious. But yeah, there's engineers there, and we have sensors all over the car, and they check through all the data and spend days and days looking at it and make adjustments accordingly.
In terms of this entire racing experience, this Force India Formula One, finding a driver, a hunt from a billion concept that they've introduced. What do you think about this? Something very interesting for the kids?
Yeah, I think it's very exciting, and it gives the youngsters an opportunity to come and meet the team eventually and hopefully be a Formula One driver.
Probably such things were there. Probably when you were young, you might have been a Ferrari driver today.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't mind to go myself now.
So the great opportunity for the youngsters. You feel that they can use this then to, if not reach the Formula One, at least realize their dream of becoming race car drivers.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, we saw some competitive times in Mumbai, and hopefully the youngsters that turn up here will be equally as sort of exciting.
And in terms of Force India as the Formula One team, what are the future plans? If you could share us a few details. Anything on the cards that you're looking at? Probably new engines, new chassis?
We're certainly staying with the same engines for the time being. They're a particularly good engine, and we're very happy with the gearboxes that we get from McLaren. So the overall package is extremely good, but obviously each year we're trying to develop the car and keep up with everyone else.
And how's Dr. Malia in the office when he comes? Is it a fun atmosphere, or is he a very serious man?
He comes across as quite serious, but I think in his heart he's quite light-hearted. But obviously it's a serious business.
Our sports reporter Nikhil Pereira with Samir Bhatt from Nuwe.
And with this, we come to an end of this news bulletin. Keep watching Prudent Media. Goodbye.